What's up guys and welcome, Ronaldo here, and today I want to go over the new hero that is coming out together with you guys, Giselle, our new duelist with the double daggers here. Lovely design, really lovely design. I don't know, I just love these double daggers to be honest. But yeah, anyways, this is gonna be a blind review overview on this new hero, Giselle. I'm gonna go over the skills and what I believe and where she can be used and how good is she going to be. And I think I probably will be having a good understanding of her and her strength, of how strong she is after going through all the abilities, simply because I also do have quite some gacha experience, so it shouldn't be too hard for me to guess how strong a character is going to be. So first up, let's go over her passive attack, 100% damage. Okay. Her talent dealing damage inflicts 1 stack of Bloodbane on the target. When dealing damage to an enemy with 3 Bloodbane stacks, consumes 5% of the hero's current HP and removes all 3 stacks, dealing 100% AoE damage up to 3 enemies. Okay, so some AoE damage, bonus AoE damage. Every third attack, right? Then her ultimate Whirlwind Edge is basically some spin to win ability, as I can see. Oh, a classic. When the ultimate is triggered, keeps rotating for a while, dealing multiple 90% damage to enemies around. Randomly, the shorter the attack interval, the higher the damage frequency. Okay, some attack speed. Then 10% of extra attack speed is converted into crit damage. Ooh, okay, that's actually interesting. 10% of extra attack speed is converted into crit damage. And this goes up to 20%. That's actually quite a good amount, actually. I have to do the math after I went through everything. That's talent Bloodlust Surge, huh? Bloodlust. During Red Moon, she's gonna be empowered as well. Oblivion Strike increases damage dealt to enemies with HP percentage higher than 70% by 14%. So similar to Gisele, right? Okay, threshold goes down to 60%. So it's just some bonus damage, and then the arena boost, right? Increases damage in arena by 50%. Cost is really low for a fighter. Block is also really low. That's my first thing that I noticed. And her stats are pretty good. They're basically normal stats for a legendary fighter. So 22k HP, nothing special. 5k attack is good, of course, but fighters usually also always have around 5k attack, so it's nothing special there as well. Her attack interval 2.6. Yeah, okay. So what can I tell you guys from reading this at first glance? I don't think she's that amazing, to be honest. I don't think she's gonna be that amazing. We have some reviews here. Some people just put her 5-star everywhere. That's interesting. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Reading through her kit, I don't think you wanna use her in Guild Boss, to be honest. You can use her in Golden XP rate probably because of her AoE, right? Tide, of course, you can use anyone in Tide. Arena, I think in Arena she's gonna be bonkers. Gear rate 1 doable. Yeah, and that's it. I mean, artifact rate as well, but let me calculate. So 10% of extra attack speed is converted up to 20%. So if you have 200 extra attack speed, or let's say 300 extra attack speed, that's supposedly 60% extra crit damage. Am I right? Yeah, I don't know. Reading through the rest of it, like, it's hard to tell how strong this ultimate is, right? Because we don't have interval. I don't really know how many times this is going to tick during this ultimate, right? So maybe she's gonna do 100 times 90% damage. I'm just gonna exaggerate real quick. Or she's just gonna do one time per second 90% AoE damage. So I think mainly it's gonna come down to at her ultimate attack speed interval, how many times she's gonna hit. But reading through it, I think she's gonna be decent. But for her to be a rare unit, right? I don't know. I think she's gonna go well with the Nightmare, of course, due to her high attack speed scaling. But the problem for me is that she seems like more of a AoE damage dealer. Nightmare units are mainly based on single target damage dealer, so it's a bit off in that aspect, right? So you basically want to use her with Nightmare teams for single target, but yeah, I mean, I mainly see her in Gear Raid 1, lower stages where she can survive, or behind the wall, and in Arena. Other than that, I'ma be honest, I don't see her as a top tier unit. If she's gonna be 10x rate up on the weekend, I don't even think it's gonna be worth for me, unless they're gonna put some god tier legendary here. Some of the best lords in the 10x as well. So if we go to gallery, in terms of the lords, right? So if they have Araka as the lord, that is 10x, or Venoma, I probably consider pulling. But other than that, I think she sounds interesting, definitely interesting. But yeah, she's not a magic damage dealer. She wants to deal AoE damage. She's not a cursed cult or esotericist faction AoE faction unit, which isn't really in sync with her kit. I think she's gonna be okay. I think she's gonna be like A tier, but nothing special. What we can take a quick look at her as well is that her awakenings, but I don't think her awakenings are going to be that relevant, simply because most of us, they're not going to get them, right? So let's just go quickly through these. Ultimate damage frequency multiplies, but the ultimate damage multiplier is minus 40%. Okay, so she gets a lot more spins, but the multiplier is lower. When deployed, immediately gains 100% rage, so perfect for arena. When the talent deals 20% damage multiplier, okay. Crit rate, attack. Okay, so I've been thinking through now everything again, and yeah, I think mainly she's gonna be an arena unit, to be honest. She's gonna be strong in arena, for sure. Extremely strong, actually, in arena. She can be used in Gear Raid 1 and somewhat used in other stages while not being optimal. She's gonna be around A tier, I think. Nothing special, but nothing bad as well. Mainly extremely good for arena. This is gonna be my impression from my first look at Giselle. Other than that, I have to say the design is amazing. And what do you guys think of Giselle? I'm Ronaldo, and I'm out. Peace.